And we are looking at that winter storm warning across the area through 3 o'clock in the morning, early tomorrow. All that pink on your screen. And I know things have been dicey already, but the next few hours still looking fairly active throughout southern Wisconsin. So here's where we stand right now. We are smack dab in the middle of that storm. And if you woke up this morning going, where is the snow? You probably have seen some of it over the last several hours here. Most of those winter storm warnings have been canceled far off to the west of us. Still seeing some of those out in Iowa, parts of northern Missouri, western and northern Illinois, and then here at home, winter weather advisories extending from parts of southern and southwestern Missouri and Kansas all the way up to northern Michigan. But other than that, the main story continues to be that snowfall. And you can see all of that snow churning. That low pressure system now centralized just due to our south, passing right south of Chicago, leaving us in that perfect impact zone with all of that snow. And you can see over the last several hours here, we have seen our fair share of snowfall. Those dark purples rolling right through Dane County just between 1 and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As of now, seeing some of the worst of that pass further off to the north. We can see a little more of those darker purples. Dodgeville out to Sauk City, Dane County and Madison specifically out towards Beaver Dam. Look at some of those dark purples on your screen. This is where we could see those accumulations occur of 1 inch or more per hour. We had about 1.5 inches per hour here for about 2 to even 3 hours straight here in Madison a short while ago. So you're getting the idea. Again, heavy snowfall can occur quickly and it sticks, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, at least not yet. As of right now, again, downtown Madison seeing some decent snowfall. Fitchburg, Waunakee also dealing with the heavy snow at this time. Some lighter snow south towards 14 out towards Stoughton as well, but you can see out towards Waterloo, Deerfield, Sun Prairie, those pockets of heavy snowfall still affecting those areas. These are estimated snowfall totals. The actual amounts are not necessarily going to reflect these, but these give you an idea. Over the last 24 hours alone, we started to see some isolated snowfall occur as early as about 11, 10, midnight for a good chunk of the region. We didn't see much accumulation early on, but within the last 3 hours, these numbers have really shot up. Estimated snowfall total of 4.9 inches in Madison. I'll tell you what, I measured about 5 inches myself just outside at about 3:45. So we are already well above that 4.9 mark, but you can see Viroqua about 7.7, Lone Rock 5.3, Mineral Point 4.1, Platteville right about 4.5 inches of snowfall. And I told you yesterday, the image from our Constellation Cam was going to look a little different from yesterday afternoon, and this is it, folks. You can barely see the Capitol building there in East Wash. 32 degrees, your current temperature. Feeling like 19 because of those winds. You can see those winds sustained from the north right around 23 miles per hour. Wind gusts right now from the north-northeast at about 30-35 miles per hour in some spots. Look at Monroe, clocking in at 44 miles per hour. Now, the one saving grace from this type of snow, this really heavy wet snowfall we're seeing, we're not dealing with much in the way of blowing and drifting snow. That's keeping some roadways decent at this hour. You can see our current road conditions, a lot of purple and blue. Grace was talking about that earlier on. Good news is most of that snowfall begins to move out of the region as early as about midnight. From there, well, we can look at quieter conditions once we reach in over the next several hours. As far as total snowfall amounts go, still a possibility up to 9+ inches further off to the south. So snowfall totals over the next few hours still topping out around 8-9 inches. But let's take a look at that traffic right now, because here's what we can expect traffic-wise. We'll talk about this storm system here in a second. As long as this exits